right? Captain Reginald Moorman, Reginald, last name Moorman, the Assistant Commander of the Major Crime Section. The reason that we're here today is that the City of Atlanta Police Department is currently investigating the death of Sergio Ulysses Collins. He was located today in DeKalb County at Stonecrest Mall. He was inside of his vehicle. We initially took a missing persons report of him on the 17th of October. And so we had been trying to locate him. His vehicle, like I said, was located. We do have some witnesses to the incident, and we want them to come forward. What we understand is when this actual incident occurred, there were multiple people with him. Some have spoken with some people that have knowledge of the particular incident, but we want everyone to come forward to share information with us so that we can find out exactly what happened, the motive behind what happened, which we do not know at this time. So our next step is how we're going to address this. Of course, we're working with the DeKalb County Police Department. They're helping us to process some of the evidence that has occurred out there. We're also trying to locate any of the evidence or witnesses within our jurisdiction as well.
How did you come about this vehicle or the knowledge of this incident? As I was told, I was out there, there was a man in a vehicle that appeared to be slumped over. When they approached him, they couldn't get response, so they broke the window open and then realized that he had been a victim of a gunshot.
Yeah, well, DeKalb County relayed this information to us, and once we were able to run some of the information on the vehicle, it actually came back to our victim, and so our missing person, and so we was able to follow through with that. Family members of that victim were actually able to identify him for us, so that's how we know who that person is.
I was going to ask you about the initial missing persons report. What can you say about when you were first informed that this family, I'm assuming, filed a missing persons report or called you?
As soon as we received that missing persons report, there was an indication that there may have been some violence involved. So we called on several resources within the Atlanta Police Department. The original call came from the northwest part of town, so of course we sent some of our additional resources over there. We went canvassing door to door. We actually had our helicopter unit up. We were looking at the ground, so we were trying to locate people who were last known to be with our victim, as well as any kind of leads that we could go. We talked to family members, and we were looking for that vehicle, as well as looking for our person and anybody that was with him.
So that's not typical of a missing person. I mean, the fact that you guys went out there, went door to door, was there a specific reason why you guys did that for this specific individual?
Yeah, initially when we first got the missing person report, we had a relative that said that there may have been an act of violence involved in this person's disappearance. So at that point, once we get a call or any kind of notification like that, we make sure that we go after that and call out additional resources to make sure that we don't miss anything.
Do we think that he was killed on the 17th? Because the missing report was filed, I guess, on the 17th, but normally don't you have to wait 24 hours? Could he have been killed earlier in the week? Or do we think that it was definitely the 17th, the same day he was reported missing?
Well, the witness actually indicated that the act of violence occurred on the 17th. So that's the information that we're working on. Of course, once that witness brought that information forward, we set her down with some of the investigators to go through her story, to make sure to verify her story and match her story with any of the evidence, the physical evidence that we may or may not have.
Was this family member or girlfriend of Sergio's the one that you're talking about? Who made the missing persons report? Was it a family member?
A family member.
Okay, and did you by chance find a crime scene in Northwest Atlanta?
No, we did not find a crime scene in Northwest Atlanta. The information that we have is that this particular incident actually occurred within a vehicle, and this is not a random act of violence. This is someone who this person was with, but we're trying to identify and find out who this person was that this occurred.
So the community shouldn't be in fear that there's some person running around you. They knew
That is correct. This is not a random act of violence.
Can you share, when they said it was an act of violence, what that may have been, what they did to this person?
This person was shot.
Okay.
Was there an argument? Do we think there was an argument beforehand? If they were at a party, if they were somewhere?
No, I don't know exactly what transpired inside of that vehicle. That's why we want to bring the people that were in that vehicle with that victim and suspect to come forward and to talk to us and let us know exactly what occurred.
So we think there were more people in that car when the shooting happened?
That is correct.
And was it the car that was found dumped?
Yes.
The same car is also the crime scene?
Yes, that is the information that we have is that car, the incident occurred in the victim's car, and so that's why we are in the process of working and investigating and processing that vehicle. Of course, we're working alongside the Cobb County Police Department, and they're assisting us in our investigation.
So it's substantial to assume that the act of violence occurred in the car, whoever was with him then drove the vehicle out there and abandoned it.
That's the theory that we're working with. Of course, we haven't locked in on any one particular theory. So if anybody has any kind of information that they bring forward to us, of course, the investigators will look into that information and try to verify that information. So we don't just lock in on one particular thing because stranger things may happen. But of course, that's right now the one theory that we have that we are working on.
So we're not just looking for, is it one suspect we're looking for, or there could be others? I mean, I guess anyone who was in that car who knew what happened.
The information that we have that we're working with is that there is one suspect. Yes.
And then how's the family doing? I mean, obviously, it's been 3 days. They've been, how are they doing?
I mean, as far as I know, they're holding up pretty well for as best as expected when you lose a loved one. I can't imagine what it would be like to lose a loved one and to be searching and trying to find out where this loved one has been for the past couple of days. They have been working and communicating with our investigators, and our main thing is that we're trying to provide them with some of the answers and bring the person to justice who committed this act against their loved one.
Let's do one more question.
Sorry, I'm curious. Have they known that he was dead since the 17th? Because someone was there and saw the shooting. So did they think he was still alive, or did they know he was dead and they were just waiting for the body to turn up?
The notification of our victim's death was made to the family today.